I don't know. I didn't find exactly, the it yet.
Yeah. Well, you will.
But stop trying. Just, I mean, I'm telling you, I've done the adult coloring books.
Yeah.
I've just done it.
Wow. Now it's just you. Oh, did you log off? Are you still here? Hello, everyone.
I'm still here.
Oh, that's okay. So we are live on Insight Timer. Hello, everyone. We have beautiful Stephanie on Zoom with us right now. How is everyone doing? Hello, Jacqueline. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I don't want to end the stream. All right. So Stephanie joined us before our live to have a little one-on-one. So if anyone's ever interested in doing that, please feel free to take advantage of that. And hello, Summer Star. Hello, Lena. Hello, Pickle. Oh, I love pickles.
Pickle was in the, what do you call it? In the Kundalini.
Yeah, Pickle, were you in the Kundalini yoga? Did I get the start time wrong? No. Can you see me? Hello? I don't know what's happening. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? Can you see me?
I can. I mean, but I'm on Zoom, so.
I don't know. Yes. Oh, hello. No, you got the time right. We just joined. Hello, Aaron. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, beautiful souls. Hello, M. So interesting. No one got the time wrong. We are here. We love each other. We are united. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone feeling? What are you experiencing? Yes, I can. Okay, good. What time do we start then? And I'll come back. We are started. Jacqueline, we just started. We're here. We just started, Jacqueline. You are not late. Hi, Henry. Oh, I love you. You're so cute, Summer Star. I was sitting here with Miss Stephanie. I'm sure that you guys know Stephanie. She's always on all of my lives. And we joined in on a Zoom chat before, and we were talking about finding our passion. So with that being said, I want everyone to drop in the comments, what is your passion? What are you passionate about? What gives you those oozy goozy chocolate chip cookie soft warm feelings? Let's inspire Stephanie for some passion. What is your passion? Travel. Woo! Stephanie, do you like travel?
Yes, I do.
All right, there we go. Travel. What else do we have for Stephanie? My grandchildren. Embrace it. Fall in love with Stephanie.
This is so funny, Jenny. You're cracking me up.
Wait, travel, my grandchildren. Do you have grandchildren?
No.
Soon. My dog. Do you have a dog?
Yes, I have
a dog. Be passionate about your dog. Cooking. You said you love cooking, Stephanie. Camping, hiking, nature.
Yes, I've been, out a lot.
Henry is passionate about his wife, his children, and technology.
I need a Henry.
He needs a Henry. She needs a Henry, but she has a husband. But maybe we can do some, communication, love, mixture. I don't know. Oh, that's so funny. Rachel, my family. Music. I play the flute and other instruments. Oh, they're so beautiful. So, actually, with that being said, Karen, I don't have many regrets. And this isn't a regret. I wouldn't say it's a regret. But if I could do something different, I really wish I would have joined the band in elementary school when everyone was playing instruments, but I was too cool for school, and I thought that instrument playing was naughty, and now I feel like the word has hit me in the face and proved me wrong. So I really wish I could go back in time and pick up a musical instrument. My family, because I think it's so amazing. I love music. Music, yes. Jacqueline says, my dog is my inspiration for my business I just started. Yay! What is your business? Tell me about your business. Someone said, I was in marching jazz band through college. I love it. So exciting. It's not too late to learn. I taught a 70-year-old to play flute. I love it. Do you want to pick up an instrument, Stephanie?
Is the Tibetan singing bowl considered an instrument?
Yeah, it is. Tibetan singing bowl. Everyone thinks Stephanie should pick up the Tibetan singing bowl. If it, I think you should.
I'll go get it.
Yeah.
I'll go get mine.
Yeah, you should. Yes, everyone said go for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I record this, Stephanie?
Recording in progress.
Okay, we're gonna record this. All right, everyone. So if you are just coming in, we have Stephanie live on Zoom right now. So she had came in a few minutes before the live, so I'm just picking on her a little bit because she said she needs to find her passion. So continue to drop your passions in the comments below so we can inspire Stephanie and inspire everyone else. Yeah. Oh, Summer Star, are you passionate about soup? Is that soup emoji? Soup? You like soup? Passionate about soup. A bowl. Oh. I'm passionate about soup. I made a bomb-ass vegan chicken noodle soup the other day. It was on point. Pet therapy for mental health diagnosis. I love it. I love it. I love it. Filming. Yes. I love it. Keep telling me your passions, everyone. What are you passionate about? What makes you just ooze like a child? This is my passion, being here with you guys. I love it. I also like soup. Summer Star is passionate about soup. No, I'm kidding.
That's great.
No. She put a bowl for the Tibetan singing bowl, and I thought it was soup.
Oh, got it.
So I thought she was passionate about soup. If Jacqueline said, if any of you need a furry friend, look me up. I will. I have a furry friend named Zen. He's sleeping in my bed right now. Yay! I play that, Stephanie. Let's play some singing bowl.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I'm not very good at it, though.
You are great. You're great at everything. Even if you don't make music, silence is great. Yay! Cute shirt, Jenna. Thanks. Levi bought it for me. He bought this shirt for himself. And I said, oh, I love that shirt. I said, why didn't you buy me one? And then 2 days later, I had this shirt laying on my bed. His is not this exact one. This is, whatever. All right, cooking. Yay for cooking. What do you like to cook? I love watching lives. Is that a passion? Yeah. Anything that makes you excited is a passion. Anything. If it makes you happy, then it's a passion. It's actually pronounced Jocelyn. Jocelyn? Did I say it right now? Jocelyn? He's a sweetie. Sometimes. I'm kidding. Yay! I love it. Beautiful souls. I love you guys. Okay, I'll call you JJ. JJ. Perfect. All right. I love that singing bowl. Used to be happy hour. Yeah? How about this be the new happy hour? How about this be the sober happy hour? Should we start calling these happy hour?
Yeah, why not?
Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? It's 6:39 here. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah, truth. All right, guys, let's unite each other. We are having too much fun. So I just want you guys to just close down your beautiful, passionate eyes for just a moment. And start to breathe in through your root and bringing that breath all the way up to your crown and breathing it all the way back down. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in And breathing out. And starting to breathe in the light and love. And start to imagine all of us united together in a circle. And start to see every single being that is here right now surrounding us, circling around us. And start to gently grab hands with everyone. And as you grab hands, start to send the light that you are to each and every person. Sending light to the right of you, sending light to the left of you, and creating a circle as bright and as beautiful as the sun. And start to fill up that whole circle with light, with love, with support, with passion, with kindness. And start to feel that. Start to feel deeply in love with every being that's here. And fall deeply in love with your own being for being here. And breathing it in. And breathing it out. Thanking everyone for supporting you today. And then when you're ready, you can choose to continue to hold hands or come back to your own sovereignty. All right, 9:39 here. Or 8:39. Apparently I can't read today. 8:39. Yay! Well, we will definitely be doing meditation today. All right, guys. So how's everyone feeling? Let's do a quick check-in on our feelings, our emotions, and then I have a special topic for today. Feeling good, bad, sad, angry, guilt, shame, anger, frustration. All of your emotions are welcome. Pain, as I just hit my elbow. How are you feeling, Stephanie? I can't hear you.
Yeah, no, I had to mute you. I'm sorry. My dog is.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
You okay?
Just
mellow.
Okay.
Just balanced. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Pain is true for me. Well, you've brought your pain to the right place. Allow us to uplift you and help you. Thanks, Lindsay. Anyone else? How is everyone else feeling today? Know that your feelings are welcome here. Know that you can always come here in whatever feeling and emotion you have. You don't have to have a smiling face, laughter. Although I do love laughter. Your pain and your anger and your frustration, your resentments, your guilt, they're all welcome here. Today's a good day. Feeling more grounded and great, fun spot. Yay, good. Feeling too warm and low energy. Yes, I feel that. I felt very low energy today. Perfect. So what I wanted to talk about is just our emotions and our feelings. And specifically, our feelings. That's exactly what I was about to say. One, our feeling of anxiousness. So thank you for bringing that up. Our feelings of fear. And our feelings of guilt. And each one of these are in a extremely powerful emotion. Each one of these exists in a certain point in time, even though we know on a grander scale that time's not linear. But, material-wise, at a certain point of time. So I just want to ask you guys, let's start with guilt. Where does guilt come from? Does it come from the past, the present, the future? What do we feel guilt about? When do we usually feel guilt? Stephanie, when do we feel guilt?
I don't know.
What do
you're
we?
Asking the tough questions tonight.
Yeah.
When do I feel guilt? When I don't know like the whole story.
We don't know. Okay.
Previous. And, just like shoot off, at the mouth, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't give somebody else the opportunity. I guess when I assume how people feel.
Yeah. Good. Summer Star says previous experiences. Yes. They may be negative or out of control. Yes. What else? Anyone else? What do we usually have guilt about? So, in this present moment, do we usually have guilt about something that we're seeing right now? Do we usually have guilt when we think about the future? Do we usually have guilt when we think about the past? Our misdeeds are when we are unappreciated, so our past provoked past. Yes, my first time live with you. Yay! Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll just take a quick pause real quick, and I forgot to do my host spiel because we were having so much fun. But if you guys are new here, thank you for joining. I'm Genna Rose Giannetti. I am a spiritual meditation teacher and a women empowerment coach. I focus on the inner child, childhood, divine sexuality, sexual trauma, all that fun stuff. And I go live Monday through Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Tuesday and Thursday now at this time, 6:30 p.m. So please feel free to join me anytime. And I have a beautiful circle that I'm trying to get everyone to start communicating in. And that is Genna Rose Giannetti Love Lights. And I also have a completely free Facebook group for any feminine bodies who need a little bit more empowerment and a little bit more love. And you can find that on Facebook. And that is called the Labyrinth Within Goddess Women Group. And I'll put that in here. I'll put both of them in, and then we'll get back to our whole thing. So I just thank you guys for being here. I thank you guys just for coming as you are and being yourself. And thank you for all the dialogue. Stephanie, you're part of my circle. Oh, yeah, obviously. That's how you got here.
Yes.
Yeah. And the Labyrinth Within, that's my business name. Because what's a labyrinth? A labyrinth is a maze. And throughout life, we're just trying to navigate the maze within us, the maze within life, the maze within our mind, the maze within our thoughts. So welcome, anyone that's new here. So back to guilt. Yeah. So back to guilt. So yes, the past. So often we have guilt around past, about things that we did wrong, right? Or things that we experienced in the past, traumas, things that we did to hurt other people. It can be big or small, but guilt is real and it exists in the past. Agree or disagree? You guys can feel free to reject me at any point in time. But we don't usually feel like in this moment, I have nothing to feel guilty of. What am I going to feel guilty of? That my shirt's not brown? That's just silly, right? But maybe when I get done with the live, maybe I'll feel guilt because I didn't feel like I supported you guys enough, or I didn't feel I inspired you guys enough, or I didn't give you guys what you need, right? I can't feel guilt for this moment right now. I can only feel guilt when I'm looking back, when I'm looking backwards, right? Agree? Disagree? Let me know where you guys are at. How are you doing, Stephanie? Agree, disagree? The flower that I'm looking at, the flower agrees?
I came outside with a different
Agree.
point of view.
Yes.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right, agree. Cool. All right. So the next one is feel. When do we usually feel? Agree and disagree. Okay, let's talk about that for a minute, Rachel. Why disagree? Why disagree? When do you think you feel guilt? Like, do you feel guilt about the future? Do you feel guilt about this moment? Why do you disagree? Feel free to counteract me at any point in time. I'm not always right, so. What do you think? Stephanie, do you think I'm right, wrong? Do you disagree?
Because I had a mute.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I don't have an opinion.
No, that's okay. So I will ponder that to see if there's any time that I feel guilt, and because even if there's something I'm doing in this moment, then I'm still feeling guilt about the past. I think about how I feel guilt about the future, like thinking about the future. Okay. So Rachel, is it guilt that you're feeling about the future, or is it anxiety that you're feeling about the future? Anxiety that you might not get it right. Anxiety that you might do it wrong. Anxiety that you might fail. Anxiety that you might hurt someone. So can you feel guilt about the future, or do you feel anxiety about the future? Yes. So that brings us to our next point, which is anxiety. We usually feel, and I just gave away the answer, so I'm just going to keep going, but we feel anxiety when we're thinking about the future, right? We don't think about anxiety when we're looking back, like, oh my God, you can't feel anxious about the past because you've already experienced the past, right? You'll feel trauma in the past, you'll feel guilt in the past, you'll feel pain in the past, but anxiety is a forward moving thing, right? So in the future, we usually feel some kind of anxiety that we're not going to get it right, anxiety that we might not meet our divine partner, anxiety that we might not have enough money to pay the bills, anxiety of, seeing someone or experiencing someone, right? Let me know if this resonates with you guys. And so the third is, we talked about, feel. So feel is something that we feel in the present moment. And I think we can also feel about the future as well. I think that feel is something that kind of goes back and forth, because we can be fearful thinking about the future, which is actually anxiety about the future, right? And we can also feel about the past, but that's really just the guilt or the trauma, right? But the feel is actually a beautiful, and all of these emotions that we feel all serve a purpose, right? The idea of feel was something that was engraved in us how many, times back when, we had to, I'm losing my thoughts right now, but when, something scary would come along, that would then give us that fight or flight response, right? That tells us, okay, we either need to run or stay, right? Feel kept us alive in ancient, ancestral times. So feel is a powerful emotion. And so it's about knowing and feeling these emotions, and knowing that each one of these emotions serve a purpose in our life. Thank you for that, love. And that these emotions may be scary, they may be uncomfortable, they may not be pleasant, but they send us a message. They send us a message. When we're feeling guilt about something, it sends us a message of, well, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I need to apologize. Maybe I hurt someone. Maybe I didn't make the right choice, right? And so when we feel that guilt, and then we think about the things that we may have done differently, it allows us to take a different path. It allows us to take a different direction and choose a different way for the present moment as well as the future moment, right? The feeling of feel keeps us alive in this moment, and the feeling of feel, again, tells us either should I move forward or should I move backwards? Should I go towards this or should I stay back, right? And feel can be fantastic, right? Or it can, cause other things within us. But we need to honor these, right? Anxiety has its purpose too, right? Because when we feel anxious, it usually tells us that there's something that we're excited about, or yes, exactly, we need to give room to feel the emotions, exactly. And so when we're feeling anxiety, it gives us a knowing of, either excitement for something that happens, that we don't want something to go wrong, or it sets off something. So each one of these emotions serve a purpose, okay? And we must feel these emotions, right? But as I'm sure you all can agree, that sometimes we're in a place where we're able to feel these emotions, right? Sometimes we're home alone and we can have the whole day to cry, right? But then there's other moments where maybe we're taking care of a child and our child has to have all of our undivided attention. And it is not the moment for us to be, oh my God, I'm so scared right now. I'm so scared right now. I'm so fearful. I don't know what's happening. How are we going to pay the bills? You don't want to express this fear onto the child so that the child then feels fearful, right? So there's a time and a place to feel these emotions. But the key is to always come back and allow yourself that feeling place to then feel these emotions. Because if you don't feel these emotions, what happens? What happens if we don't feel our emotions? Let me know. I need some more dialogue. I need some more communication from you guys. What happens when we don't feel our emotions? And I'm going to take this time to drink some water. Depression, mental illness, yes. Yes. What else? Disease, illness. Just you suppress them and they come out in another way. Yeah, in anger, in fighting, in drug use. Stephanie's saying it manifests and gets projected onto others. Yes. Yes. And, Louise Hayes, if you've studied Louise Hayes or Dolores Cannon, they talk about how, every feeling and every emotion, let me back up. Every physical illness that we experience is really just unfelt emotion, unfelt thoughts, unfelt feelings, right? And so when we don't deal with it, it will create pains on our body. I will give you an example, and I hope my partner doesn't kill me for saying this right now and using him as an example. But right now, his whole body, literally all of his arms right now, have broken out in rashes. And I don't mean to laugh. It's actually, he's in a lot of pain right now. But his arms are breaking out in rashes. And so the past couple of days, we've really been exploring, well, why is this rash here? What feeling, what emotion did you not express? And we've really been trying to get to the core of it. And I think for him, it's many layers. Okay, and this is something, and I told him this, but I'm trying to get it to figure out, I'm trying to get him to figure out for himself, because again, I'm not in his body, so I can have my perception of what's wrong with him, right? But what the fuck do I know? Excuse my language. But for me, I feel that the reason he's breaking out in rashes all over his skin is because he is not comfortable in his skin. And our skin is our protection from our internal world and our outer world. And so I feel that he has all these trapped emotions on his skin right now that he's dealing with. I think skin, it protects us from layers of intimacy, right? And to really get to the bottom of it. So what I'm saying is that when we don't deal with these emotions and we don't deal with these feelings, it will then manifest in our body and something will happen. And like Levi, his skin is flaming right now and says, pay attention to me, there's something wrong with you right now. And then it starts this process of internal trying to figure out what's going on with him, right? So the same with cancer, same with heart, like if you have a heart attack or something like that, like it's unfelt, unattended to emotions. But sometimes, like I was saying before, there's a time and a place to feel these emotions. And sometimes we have to disassociate from these emotions so that we can still feel the emotion, but not feel so close to it. And so the meditation that I'm going to be walking you guys through today was actually a meditation that I learned. Usually I channel my meditations for you, but this meditation was actually a meditation that was taught to me by my coach. And he taught me about how when we're feeling extreme emotions, right? When we're feeling the extreme traumas, when we're feeling the extreme guilt, when we're feeling the fear, when we're feeling the anxiety, and it's so intense that we are literally, we can't breathe and we're having an anxiety attack. I mean, who's experienced that? Because I'm going to be completely honest, I've experienced that where I'm feeling so much emotion that I can't deal with this right now, and I'm laying on the floor. Literally a couple months back in January, I had this huge anxiety attack about taking a road trip to Sedona. And thank you for allowing me to share, my mess, because I experience this too. I teach it, but I teach it because I've been there. And my partner found me on the laundry room floor in the basement, curled up in a bar, crying my eyes out, literally just laying on the basement floor because I needed grounding because I was so anxious. So the meditation that we're going to do is going to help us to still feel our emotions, but disassociate from our emotions so that we can look at our emotions from a different position. Okay, so you can think about this in a couple ways. Okay, you can experience this by literally seeing yourself from up above, right, and looking down on yourself and experiencing yourself feeling this emotion, right? Another way to do this is to imagine yourself looking at yourself from behind yourself or outside of yourself, and you still are going to feel the emotions, but you're not going to feel the ovalness of it being in your body, and you're able to just look at it and observe it, which is why I teach meditation, because meditation is about observing our thoughts and observing our feelings. So that's what we're going to do in the meditation today. I was crying earlier today. I just sat in it and just told myself that this too shall pass. Yes, yes, yes. That is fantastic, Rachel. And I just encourage you, Rachel, and I encourage everyone that when we're feeling this, if we don't know what's wrong, and I think this is extremely true for us women, okay? Not to cause polarity and separation, and men feel this too, but I think a lot of us women, we feel things so deeply, and sometimes we don't even know what's going on, right? So, when you're in that mode, allow yourself to feel it and call on your guides and call on your angels or whatever you believe in, and ask them to guide you, to protect you, to hold you, and ask the feelings, talk to the feelings and talk to the emotions and say, what is it that you have to teach me? And when we're crying, we are literally releasing memories. We're releasing feelings. We are releasing pain. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place to be in. So honor those tears. Even if you are angry, honor that anger. Just use it in a healthy way. So let me know if this is resonating with you guys. Let me know how you guys are feeling. And we'll take a couple minutes to just have a little bit of dialogue about this. And then we'll do a little bit of a meditation, okay? And then I'm probably going to have to leave right at like 7:30 today because I'm going out to eat. So let me know how you guys are feeling, what you guys are thinking, what you guys are experiencing, if this is resonating, if this is not resonating. Let me know. This was needed, really making sense. Good. Yay! Good, I'm glad. Perfect. Anyone else? I think people, a lot of them, women, have been taught to oppress their feelings and needs, don't feel worthy, and don't know where to begin. Yes. And it's true. And I think, a lot of women, and again, disagree with me at any moment, but I think women are taught more to be okay with being sad, right? It's more okay to cry, right? Well, men, it's about anger, right? And it's like, you don't cry. Boys don't cry. Boys don't get sad. Like, be a man, be tough, right? And then they start feeling anger, right? Well, women start feeling, more sad, right? Women, and we both feel both of these, right? But I think in our society, it's more socially acceptable for a woman to be sad than angry. And it's more socially acceptable for a man to be angry than be sad. Invite those uncomfortable feelings in like a friend. Yes. Let it in and let it go. Yes. And I have a beautiful visual of this, of literally opening the door to that feeling. And just, you guys can visualize this for me for a minute, but just imagine that, guilt is knocking on your door. Knock, 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 knock. And you open the door, and maybe you're not ready for the guilt. So you slam the door shut, right? But hopefully you're ready. And you say, okay. You open the door and you say, how can I help you? And guilt says, I just came to help you heal. I just came to talk to you. And you say, okay, I have some time. Come on in, guilt, come on in. And you allow guilt to sit. And you invite them to sit down at the table, and you say, okay, guilt, can I get you a cup of coffee? Can I get you a glass of tea? Would you like a Danish? And you allow the guilt to sit there. And then imagine yourself sitting at the table with guilt and just dialoguing with the guilt and asking the guilt what it has come to teach you. Why did the guilt arrive at your door today? And start to have a dialogue with this guilt, right? And then feel it, experience it, talk with the guilt, agree with the guilt, disagree with the guilt, have healthy communication with the guilt. And then when the visit is over, you thank the guilt for coming. You tell them that you had a nice visit. You walk the guilt to the door. You open the door. And you allow the guilt to walk out the door. And you close the door. And the guilt leaves. That would be a beautiful meditation. I feel like we should do that at another time. But that's how we need to treat our emotions. We need to allow ourselves to feel our emotions, express our emotions, right? But not allow them to overtake and sit at our dining room table for the rest of the day or the rest of the week, right? Allow them to feel them, express them, and then let them go. Perfect. All right, guys. Well, I love you so much. So we're going to just do a short little meditation. Nothing too extreme today. I know I usually get really extreme in my meditation, but today will be short. And this is a helpful exercise that you can do in meditation. Thanks for the love. This is a helpful thing you guys can do in sitting meditation. Or literally, the beauty of this is that you can just do this in your waking life. You can close your eyes for just a moment and just use this exercise while you're at work, while you're with your kids, while you're at the gym, while you're driving in your car. So take this however you need to, okay? And to make it a little bit more sensual, and of course, I'm going to add music to it. All right, guys. Okay, let me know how the music sounds. If the music is too soft, too hard. And also, I just want to let you guys know that before I record all of these meditations, video and audio, so before we go into the meditation, I will be doing a little introduction. on the meditation, and then I will do a conclusion at the end of the meditation. So do not leave after the meditation, okay? All right, how does the music sound, everyone? Does it sound okay? Too soft? Too hard? Good. All right, guys. All right, I love you guys. Let's begin. Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining today for this meditation, where we dive deep into our feelings and learn to feel the feelings that we feel, as well as disassociate from the feelings when the feelings get too extreme, too painful to feel, or you're in an environment where you're not able to fully feel the feelings that you need to feel, knowing that you will come back to them later. So when you're ready, I'm going to ask you to please just sit down quietly, closing down your eyes, and starting to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Anchoring in the breath, releasing the breath, breathing it in and breathing it out, and setting the intention to let go of feelings of guilt that have arisen in the past. Letting go of fear or disassociating that happen in the present now moment. Setting the intention to disassociate and feel the feeling of anxiety that happens in the future. And setting the intention to acknowledge these three feelings of guilt, fear, and anxiousness. And setting the intention to view these feelings in a different way, to feel them in a different way. And setting the intention to learn how to cope with these feelings without so much pain, so much heaviness, while still giving the feelings of guilt, fear, and anxiety love and the attention that they need. Continuing to breathe, breathing out. You may call on any guides or angels, especially call on your past self. Feel into your now self as you call them in, and call in your future self, and allow all of these energies to be present at this moment. And taking one more deep breath in, breathing into the heart, breathing out, starting to relax your whole entire body, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, and starting with a simple body scan, bringing awareness and relaxing every part of your body, relaxing your crown, your mind, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, relaxing your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, relaxing your heart and giving your heart so much love and so much gratitude for continuing to beat for you. Relaxing your belly, relaxing your pelvis, relaxing your legs, your knees, your feet, and relaxing your whole entire body. Breathing in and breathing out, allowing your breath to guide you, allowing yourself to feel and open up to the past, the present, and the future. Start to imagine now in your third eye. Start to imagine a timeline, however you see this timeline. You can imagine the timeline going from left to right. You can imagine the timeline going from south to north, north to south. You can imagine the timeline going diagonal. Imagine whatever kind of timeline is right for you. And start to feel into this timeline. And as you feel into this timeline, start to anchor yourself into this now moment. And start to see this now moment on the timeline, in the middle of the timeline. For this timeline expands to the past, the present, and the future. So place yourself and visualize yourself standing right in the middle of the timeline, right in the present moment. And start to bring your awareness to the sense of feel. And start to remember or feel into something in your life that you feel fearful of. It doesn't have to be a big feel. It can be a tiny feel. Just something that you may feel fearful of in your now reality. Label it, acknowledge it. And then when you have labeled and found something that you're fearful of, start to see a hot air balloon. And start to enter the hot air balloon. And start to fly up, up, up into the hot air balloon. And allow this hot air balloon to fly above your timeline. Allow this hot air balloon to fly over you now in this moment of you sitting here meditating. And start to look at the you that is feeling the feel. And start to observe and feel the feel that you are feeling from up above you. Giving this feel a different perception. Observing it in a different way. And start to notice that as you view yourself and feel from this lens, from this perspective, how the feeling of feel has shifted. Start to become aware of how the feeling of feel has lessened. It still may be there, It may completely go away. But notice how just simply feeling and observing the feel from up above the now moment of you, how the feeling shifts. And when you are ready, see that hot air balloon start to descend and start to come down into this present moment. And notice how you feel. Notice what thoughts arise and observe it without getting attached to it. And when you are ready, start to bring your attention to the past and start to move along your timeline to the past. And as you move into the past, start to remember a feeling of guilt. Start to remember a time in your life where you felt guilt. It can be big or it can be small. But feel into this moment and start to visualize this moment from this moment as if you are living in guilt. Start to feel the moment in your body as you feel and experience the feeling of guilt. Guilt for the past. And give yourself the loving kindness that you need as you feel this feeling of guilt. And when you are ready, start to imagine that version of you from the past getting into the hot air balloon, and start to notice the hot air balloon ascending, getting higher and higher and higher. As it floats high in the sky, start to see yourself once again in this feeling of guilt. Start to watch the events that cause the guilt. And notice how as you watch this event from up above, what you feel and what you're experiencing. Start to notice how as you take this new perspective of observing the feeling of guilt from up above, instead of as if you were having this experience now, how it has lessened, maybe subsided. Whether big or small changes. Start to notice the difference in the feeling of guilt from feeling it in the now moment versus up above. And start to notice how this pain of this event that you feel guilty of starts to change and starts to shift and starts to lessen. And when you're ready, start to feel the hot air balloon descending down, rising back at the ground. And notice how you can feel what you feel. Notice your thoughts. And observe your feelings and thoughts without getting attached to it. but giving them the loving attention and kindness that they need. And then moving along your timeline once more, one final time. Moving across the timeline to the future. And as you approach the future, start to visualize an event, a thing that you feel anxious of. Start to visualize the event that hasn't even happened yet, that you feel anxious of. And start to feel that anxiety in your body. Feel the anxiety. Feel how anxious you are as you watch and play this event in your head, giving it the loving kindness that it needs. And then when you are ready, once again, seeing yourself moving into a hot air balloon and seeing that hot air balloon ascend higher and higher. And as it ascends high in the sky, looking down on yourself in the future, start to bring your awareness to this future version of you that's anxious. And start to notice the different perception that you now take of being able to look down on this feeling of anxiety. And how simply moving above this feeling of anxiety shifts your feelings, your emotions, lessening them, or maybe even completely dissolving them. Noticing how this perception feels different than being completely in the anxiety. And when you are ready, start to descend down the hot air balloon and moving back to that future timeline. And observing any thoughts or feelings that you're experiencing without getting attached to them, but giving them the loving kindness and attention they need. And then coming back to the timeline of the now moment and start to become aware of how you now feel. Becoming aware of how the guilt and the fear and the anxiety has shifted and changed. And start to breathe into this now moment. Feeling how your feelings around guilt, fear, and anxiety have changed and lessened. And coming back into this now moment, feeling more calm, more at peace, with worthiness, with confidence, with knowing and love. And breathe in and breathe out. And start to come back to your body. Come back to this now moment. Breathing in and breathing out. Starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Notice what you can touch and feel. Notice what you can smell. Notice what you can taste. Notice what you can hear. And finally opening up your eyes and noticing what you can see. I thank you all for joining today. I thank you for joining me on today's meditation. If you like this, please make sure to follow me if you're not yet following me. Join my circle, Genna Rose Giannetti Love Lights, and allow yourself to use this exercise in any moment. Imagine yourself skating above the now moment of the feelings that you're feeling and experiencing them and feeling them in a different way. Thank you so much for you guys. I love you. Alright guys, hello. Hold on 1 second. Just give me 2 seconds to pause this recording and save this. Guilt, feel, anxiety. Alright. So, that was perfect timing because my laptop for the music apparently died. So I apologize for the abrasive stop in the music, but we're done. So apparently I concluded at just the right time. All right. Thanks for peaceful. Will you post down here? Yes, I will. I will for sure. When is your next live? My next live is tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you. Yay! Yeah. Or alignment. All right, guys. How are you guys feeling? Let's do a real short check-in to see how everyone's feeling. And then I still love you guys, but I am going to tune off so that I can eat dinner because I love food. How are you feeling, Stephanie?
Very good, thank you.
Good.
Thank you. Very relaxed.
Yay! If anyone,
relaxed.
good. If anyone's coming in, I have Stephanie on Zoom. She did a little backstage pass today. So if anyone wants to do that, I always welcome that. You can just join my circle, Genna Rose Giannetti Love Lights, and I'll give you all the yummy Zoom links to do. My screen is blurry. I see myself. Is it blurry for anyone else? I don't know. All right, guys. Well, I thank you so much for joining, and I love you guys so much. I thank you for being here. If anyone's interested in donating, it's always appreciated, never expected. And just thank you for all of you guys. Let's close down the circle, but not close down the love. And just close your eyes. Breathing in the light. And imagining all of us united. All 193 of us united. Holding hands. Supporting each other. Helping each other. Loving each other. And start to imagine and know and sense how we never are alone, but we always are surrounded by other individuals that are willing to support us. We are surrounded by a team of non-physical beings that are surrounding us. And how this world may be a lonely place at times, we're never truly alone. And the only thing that we must do is simply speak up and speak our voice. Become aware of how we don't need to feel the feelings of guilt or fear or anxiety alone, but that we can feel it with each other. Feel into the circle of love and feel the light being sent through every single one of us. And when you're ready, thank everyone for being here today. Placing your hands on your heart, bowing down with me. Namaste. For my soul recognizes your soul, that we are one soul and many bodies. I thank you all for joining today. I love you guys. I hope this helped. And I will see you guys tomorrow, Wednesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Wednesday? Yeah. 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love you. Bye, guys. Namaste. All right.
Good night, Genna.
And good night.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.